Rub my feet. You asked. You asked. You asked.
Yo, let's get potting, man. I'm about to scoop you right now.
Oh, we out? Finally?
Let's get to it.
Give me 1 minute. I'll be outside.
Yo,
come on, bro.
What up?
You see who's back, right? You
Come
see
on
who's back,
in.
right? Come on.
Hey.
Test. Let's go, gang. What's poppin', people? On today's episode of Say Less, we're talking about Super Bowl party etiquette, what we can expect from the halftime show, Joe Rogan's N-word controversy, new South Park, and so much more. The new episode of Say Less with Kaz, Lowkey and Rosy starts now. What's poppin', people? Welcome back to Say Less with Kaz, Lowkey and Rosy. My name is Kaz.
Yo, what's poppin'? Super Bowl this weekend. Where am I
yeah.
watching it at?
The Super Bowl is this weekend.
Yeah.
It is.
Let's just lean into it. I'm
It's
Lowkey,
on
that's
Sunday.
Rosy. Let's get to this
Rosy,
shit.
what up?
you upset
Rosy,
about?
what's up, Rosy?
What's up? Where you watching the Super Bowl at?
Jake, what's poppin', bro?
Don't,
What's up, guys?
Good?
don't.
you upset about?
No, go ahead.
Am I upset?
What you upset about?
Am
Where
I
are you watching
upset?
the Super Bowl?
Yeah, where you watching the Super Bowl?
All right, so guys, folks,
All right.
folks,
Go ahead.
listening
Get it out.
Here we go.
Listen. We all
Get it out.
We would all agree it's been a long couple of years, right? Long couple months, right? You know, lots of not a whole lot of extended time around loved ones, friends, family, people that you care about. All right. So before we started today's episode, I asked the question that I'm assuming most people listening to this podcast asked a lot of close friends, family, confidants, people that they spend a lot of time with. Hey, where are you watching the game at? Where are you watching the Super Bowl at?
That's not what you did.
That's
though.
nice.
That's
Right.
not
That's
what.
what he did.
That's
Not
you
what
didn't
he did.
ask. All you said was,
Thank
"Y'all
you.
want to watch it in my house?"
I
He didn't even ask us for
walked
plans.
over here.
He didn't even
ask.
know.
Yo,
He
he
didn't
didn't ask.
even know if we had
Over here.
He
plans.
didn't ask. He didn't say, do y'all have plans on Sunday?
Nothing. He didn't give a fuck.
What's
Come
your
to my
vibe
house.
on Sunday? You gonna be at the crib? You going somewhere?
He
He
didn't
said
ask. He didn't
he
care.
just literally
He didn't
went
care.
straight to it. Yo,
I asked
you-
very kindly, and I said, "Hey, yo, are you guys busy?" Yo?
No, you didn't
That's
ask
not
that.
what you
didn't ask
did.
that.
I
No,
said,
you didn't.
"Hey guys,
You didn't ask that.
In your head,
it wasn't
you
a hey
asked
guys,
that.
nothing.
I said, "Lo, Rosie, we spent a lot of time together."
That's
you know?
not. You
what you
literally
said.
said
This
none
is-
of that,
I said, "Lo, Rosie, I feel like we're very close friends,
That-
almost family."
bro.
Let him
And
get that-
usually
let
the
him get
Super
the bullshit
Bowl-
off. Let him get the bullshit off.
Usually the Super Bowl is a time.
Let him get the
Jake is
bullshit
well.
off.
Well, I can count on Jake. Jake always pulls up. But I was like, "Oh, hey, Lo,
Really?
Rosie, what you guys doing for
Didn't
Super
ask.
Bowl
Yo,
weekend?"
this is
This
bullshit,
is,
about-
bro.
you're a Kardashian.
Why are you
right
lying?
now.
And I'm so glad we're starting the episode like
You're
this.
like you're a Kardashian right now.
Yeah, who's your PR
Like you're
right now?
stretching the narrative. You're stretching the truth. Kris
don't-
Jenner wrote this script before
Don't
you
make
even
this
walk
about
in.
the Kardashians, okay? The Kardashians.
We got to make it
That's
about
how you
something
sound right
because you're
now.
lying.
All I'm saying is the Super Bowl is this weekend. And before, the big game, obviously, it's a whole lot of things. It's the commercials, there's the game, there's the halftime show. Especially this year, there's a whole lot of betting going on. But the
Get to
one
your
very
fucking
important
point,
thing,
bro.
shut up. A very important thing.
Exactly. Get to your fucking
The
point.
very
bro.
important thing about the Super Bowl is who you watch the game with, the entire experience. It's an
Is that the
American-
most important
It's
thing?
a very important thing.
I could watch that shit by myself,
The
get
Super
the same
Bowl-
results.
You watch the Super Bowl by yourself?
I said I could.
But would you? Would it be your first choice?
I would.
No, would it be
In
your
these
first
in
choice?
these times that we're in right
Because
now.
then if I have too many people, I won't listen to the commercials and I want to see them.
You be mixy and you be mixy.
which is
But
why
I
I don't
also
want
be- I also
which
be
is
the
why I
fuck
don't want to
home.
watch it at your house. Which is why
Exactly. You're trying to be
I
the
want to be
mix.
mixy.
So I offer, like usually I do, I open my doors up to my friends and the lovely folks that I
You
care
sound
about.
like a fucking
Hey,
superhero. Like,
let's watch the Super Bowl together at my home
That's not what he
with
said.
the
That's not
family,
what you said,
it'd be great. You know what these two people said?
I said, don't even
You
put
know
on
what they
Rosy.
said?
I
Don't
didn't
put
even
on
say.
Rosy.
I,
You know
I
what?
haven't
Well,
said no
well,
yet.
explain what you said, sir.
So Kaz comes in here and
Yeah.
says, yo,
You think you know what
you
guy?
want to watch the game at my house on Sunday?
Think you know
I
what
instantly said, no.
No hesitation.
No.
No hesitation. You should have said that. What's so bad about watching the game at my house?
Because
He
one,
just has
no,
plans, and you
because
didn't
one, I
ask
already
him.
have plans.
No.
Which you didn't ask me.
No.
You
Yes.
said, do you want to come watch the game at my house? You didn't say, what are you doing? You didn't say who you're going to be with. You didn't even say, do you have plans? All you said was,
Watch
do
it
you
at
want
my
to watch
house.
the game at my house? And I said, no. Here's the reason. Niles is cooking. One of my best friends, Niles is cooking
Shout out Late Night
at
Buns, go to Late Night Buns.
Sahara East. He's cooking a brunch menu and a dinner menu for Sahara East. Shout out to Late Night Buns. That's why if Niles wasn't there and Niles wasn't doing that,
You would still say
9
no.
times out of 10, I would have still said no.
I was under the impression brunch was an afternoon meal.
It goes until 5.
4 to
I was under the impression brunch was an afternoon meal.
It goes until 5.
I'm sure kickoff is around like 7.
Well,
Kickoff
that's
is
why
6.
it's
Right?
a dinner menu
6,
as well.
whatever. It doesn't matter. All I know is Low and Rosy don't fuck with me no more.
Kaz, you have a baby.
So what?
Like your house is
That's
not.
all the-
your
that's
house
all
is
the
not the
more
same.
reason.
Your house is not the
vibe.
same.
It's a baby there.
There's a baby there. You have an establishment. You have a, a
can't even
village.
smoke hookah there.
We can't even smoke hookah there.
Sure you can. There's so
You have to do it in a
different
room
spots.
upstairs by
We
myself.
I got a basement. I got an outdoor
Away
spot,
from
I
the
got a
fun.
Yeah, away
porch,
from the fun.
I got a big TV. I
Nigga,
got a
in your old
microwave.
house, it was right there in the center. Either
Well,
we
there
do
was no
upstairs-
baby there, so there would
Our
have
That's
been
what
no.
we're
point. That's our
saying.
point. That's our point, bro. We love you. We love
Is this
Jazz.
life? Is this gonna be life for me now?
Yes.
Yes,
until,
nigga.
at least until she starts walking around and shit.
Yeah,
Well,
until she can go other places and let us have the house.
The Super Bowl is a very important day for me. It's very important.
Cause you're
For
gonna
you,
spend
you're not even
it
an
with-
athlete.
It doesn't matter. Who got to be an athlete?
Why is it important for you?
Because the Super Bowl is an American holiday. It's tradition.
Kaz is an
You
athlete,
eat
guys.
food, you drink. Thank you.
Well, like
Jay.
every day we eat food and drink and yeah.
So what's what's more important to you?
Yes.
Thanksgiving football or Super
Super
Bowl?
Bowl.
Super Bowl by far.
Really?
Super Bowl by far. Because Thanksgiving, I want to see a lot of y'all. I want to see my family. That's it. I
What
see
makes
y'all.
you think we
I
wanna
see y'all Wednesday night.
What makes you think we want to see you on the Super Bowl?
I see y'all. I see y'all in the awkward return back home, like my friends that you'd ever see, like from college and high school.
Bro,
whatever.
I'm trying to
I
be
see y'all Wednesday.
outside.
Thursday is. Why you want to be outside on
For
Thanksgiving?
this, no, I'm talking about Super Bowl.
for Super Bowl?
Thanksgiving, no, I'm in the crib. I'm tucked in.
I don't know. Thanksgiving. I mean, Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, an American football weekend.
Yes, I want to be
holiday.
around nigga. I want to be screaming. I want to be punching people. I want to.
punching people.
I mean, just if it gets there. I can't punch Ruben.
Could you imagine little white girl wasted?
White girl waist.
Like fuck it.
I've seen little white girl
We've
wasted.
seen
What are
you
you
white
talking
girl
about?
wasted too.
Really? Where?
Yeah, I didn't see you.
I've never seen you.
Nah,
really
I've
white girl
seen-
wasted.
White girl wasted?
Yeah.
Where?
I've seen it. Not bad, but like, oh, I know she's drunk.
I've seen Rosie smack, but not like.
That's
let's go streaking!
I'm like,
No, Rose.
I don't think that's her style.
Let's go
really.
streaking!
No, Rosie's very, loud and active.
Normally, naturally.
Nah, nigga.
All right, so I got a question for you guys.
When you drunk, it's a different type of party.
I feel like you're
a lot
talking
of-
about something
It's a
specific.
lot of limes.
That did seem very a lot of lines. Ooh.
Limes,
Limes.
asshole.
Limes.
Limes.
Yo.
What the fuck?
I'm like, ain't that type of party? So I got a question, right? So you've done Super Bowl parties before.
Yeah.
There's so many things that go into a good
You never
Super
watched
Bowl
the commercial.
vibe. You never watched the commercial?
When you're at a party, people are talking and shit. Nobody's paying attention. You miss everything. I
But
hate
there's
that.
there's moments where like the Super Bowl commercial is so fire, like it stops the room. Like there's moments where it's like, oh,
I
shit,
honestly
look at that.
think Super Bowl commercials have been on a decline.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you kind
Not like how they used, not how they
I
were
agree.
when we were
I
growing
agree.
up.
Really?
I agree.
Super Bowl commercials have been on the decline
Like
lately.
2005 to 2010.
Yeah.
That was like the golden era.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? They were
Now-
selling a lot
The
of
cold-
beer.
Yo, over the last
You know what I
8,
mean?
9 years,
It's like
trash.
those old like Doritos commercials. Those are like big players every year.
I think the Super Bowl just
like-
as a whole has been on the decline.
Really?
It's just not fun no more. It's not what it used to be when we were kids, when we were teenagers.
Well, nothing's like it used to be when you were a
Nah,
kid.
there's still
Like
some
everything,
things. There's still some
everything's
things.
better when you're a kid.
No, but there's still some things that are still, you
Yeah.
know, they hold up to it. But I think the Super Bowl is just, it's lost its flair.
No, I don't think it's lost its flair. I do agree with you guys with the commercials, though. What was that?
Ric Flair.
Yeah, right. wrestling. Nah, I do think that you guys have a point when it comes to the commercials, right? But
I want to watch the commercials.
I feel like we can get like a nice like Super Bowl commercial renaissance, right? We got legal weed, we got legal gambling.
Okay.
How can you not come up with
gambling.
That's entertaining.
Yes.
Facts
Like the bit like
factual shit.
I
Like,
already
okay,
saw I already saw like a really dope
Whoa.
like weed maps commercial.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He's a dad. My fault.
The shit he likes is a
The
little
shit that you like is different. Yeah, you're a dad.
Wait.
Wow.
What does
We could
what does me being a
We
dad?
can smoke. Like, all right.
What does me being a dad have to do with like?
You know,
yo,
you're like
we're gonna
so
see
different now.
great legalized weed commercials.
Like you said,
that you're anticipating that for
you
the
like
Super Bowl
at-home
commercial?
Not
activities
just
now.
the Super Bowl, but you guys mentioned commercials. So I'm like,
Right.
all right, let's talk about commercials. Let's talk about how, some commercials that I only look forward to for the Super Bowl for big games is probably like if there's like a new Marvel movie coming out and it's like, big trailer release or some shit like that. But like, there's like a
They
moment.
just dropped the Jurassic Park trailer.
We still doing Jurassic Park?
I'm not
Nigga, we
doing
still doing
Jurassic
Fast
Park.
and Furious.
I'm not doing
Fast and
either.
Furious is different. Don't do that.
I'm not doing either.
Cars are real. Dinosaurs aren't.
Okay.
First of all, dinosaurs
Nigga,
were.
you saw the bullshit they do in that
Cars
movie.
are real. Dinosaurs aren't.
You saw the bullshit they do in that movie. You're gonna
What?
and Fast and Furious.
There's dinosaurs. How
They
you
were
gonna tell me?
real.
When? You tell me when.
BC.
You tell me when.
BC.
You name one. You find one guy that was like, yeah, I remember
Before,
seeing that dinosaur.
have you been to a
It don't
museum?
exist.
Have you
So
been
then
to a
all right, so
museum?
then
Don't
you can say,
exist.
all right, so you can say that a lot about things in history.
Hey man, there's a lot of people that don't believe in science lately. All I'm saying is,
Listen.
I don't know one person that says I've seen a dinosaur. What I have
They're
seen,
dead.
is
All right, hold on,
somebody.
hold on.
What I have seen is somebody
You've
drift a car off a truck.
No, you've seen
That shit is so
you've
funny.
seen someone jump over a bridge, catch their girlfriend, and not get injured.
I believe in Dom Toretto more than I believe in Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like I believe there's an actual Dom Toretto out there.
The fact that we're talking about this is like
this is-
asinine.
What's more unrealistic?
Fast and the Furious.
Nah, bro.
The shit,
I've
he
seen-
caught a car with his hands.
Okay.
Who does that?
I mean, things happen.
Clearly, Fast and the Furious.
Right, clearly fast. They jump out of windows like 10 stories
When
up.
have you seen a dinosaur, Lo?
In Jurassic Park.
When have you seen a dinosaur, Lo?
And 6 of the movies.
When have you
Listen,
seen a dinosaur,
Have you
Rosie?
been to a museum? I saw
When
fossils.
have you seen a dinosaur, Rosie?
So you don't believe in
I've
history?
seen fossils.
Museums
You
lie.
don't believe in history?
Listen,
I don't
it's
know.
2022.
Bro, you sound like
We
Kyrie
can-
Irving right now.
We can question
Is
everything.
the Earth flat too?
I sound like Kyrie Irving.
Is the Earth flat?
All I'm saying is,
Is
y'all
the
never
Earth
seen
flat?
no dinosaurs.
Is the Earth flat?
Have you seen a
Have
dinosaur?
you seen someone catch a car?
Yes.
Where?
I'm Fast and the Furious.
I see it happen.
Which is
I see
a
it
movie.
happen.
Which is
You
a movie.
have not
I see.
seen
In that
a
case,
real
we have.
dinosaur.
In that case,
In the
we have.
movie.
Oh my
You
goodness.
just canceled out your own point.
Nah. Dinosaurs ain't real.
That's all right.
All right, man.
Family is
And neither
real.
is your Super Bowl party. And neither is your Super Bowl party. That
It
ain't
wasn't-
real either.
It wasn't a party. I just wanted to hang with you guys, my friends. It wasn't a party. Just wanted to see y'all. But you know what?
We chilling
Right
right now.
here.
Yo, he's so
I
emotional.
guess they have better things to do.
Bro, you have a baby, you have a crib, you have,
and
a,
I'm
you have a
inviting
village.
you. My
You're
baby
such a
sleep
girlfriend,
good.
bro.
You see my girl's sleep pattern? Shit's is fire. 14 hours a day, killing it.
You just
we
said
do
you
not
couldn't sleep
care.
last night.
I couldn't sleep.
Literally,
Baby was cool.
Yo, the
I
fact that
couldn't
he's
sleep.
bragging about his girl's sleep patterns, that's how I know his life is just way different from what
That's
we're
what.
doing.
It's
And that we
dad.
love it. That's progression. That's love, bro.
So you're really not gonna go?
I'm definitely not coming.
Okay. I'll remember this.
What are you gonna remember?
When hold on, and when would you ever need to pull this up? Like
Yeah, like
as a receipt.
remember that time you
Remember
didn't come to my
you
house?
didn't
I'm
to-
like, yeah, nigga, because I
For
wanted to
what?
smoke hookah and watch the game. What the fuck?
When would you ever need to bring
What are you-
this up for
are
a
you trying to
point?
make it
All I'm
detrimental?
saying
Like,
is,
shut the hell up.
if you're talking about the Super Bowl not being what it used to be,
It's
probably
not.
a big reason is like Super Bowl parties ain't what they used to be either. You know what I mean? Like when I was growing up, motherfuckers would have the block shut down.
Right.
For a Super Bowl party, like everybody got big screens now, but we all knew that one person that had the one big ass screen.
Yeah.
And you go to their house and like you watch the game there. There's not a we losing recipes, yo. Like we don't have like that
No,
sense
we're
of
getting
community.
we're getting older.
No, I mean like just that.
No,
sense
we're
of,
literally getting older, bro. That's all it is.
I mean,
that sense of
that too,
community that
but-
you have, where it's like. Rosie
Niggas
says
don't
she-
wanna be around
Rosie
each
says
other
she'll
no
watch
more.
the game at home by herself if she has to. I'm like,
It's Rosie.
the Super Bowl.
It's Rosie, bro.
It's the Super
It's
Bowl.
Rosie.
It's,
All right, do you know who's in it?
it's a holiday.
Who's in it? I'm asking you.
I know it's the Rams. I don't know.
She don't give a fuck. That's my
give a
point.
fuck.
The Bengals.
Bengals, right?
Go Burrows. Go
No,
Burrows.
because I knew it was either Cincinnati or Cleveland. I was like, not
nigga.
Cleveland.
Oh, close. Yes.
She
Cincinnati.
don't. Like, this is nothing against her sports knowledge. She
Yeah.
just don't give a fuck. Rosie,
No, once teams you don't see, and this is why I respect Sports Head, because y'all keep watching, even if you don't give a fuck about the teams. Once I don't give a fuck about the teams, I'm just like.
Well, there's a whole new caveat now with legalized gambling where like everything.
So I'm about to start
matters.
back watching sports because I want to get
Hey,
in on
listen,
that.
I'm doing my first simulcast tonight. I don't know if this definitely won't be out by then, but I'm doing my first simulcast tonight on MSG. I'm doing like basically like a Manning cast.
what the hell is simulcast? What is that?
When something is broadcasting at the same time on another channel. Like, so when you watch Monday Night Football with the Mannings, you have like the regular broadcast and then you have like the Manning cast, but it's a simulcast.
For what? For what game?
Knicks and Warriors tonight and Blazers Knicks on Saturday.
Okay.
So, but the big part of that is like it's Betapalooza, and the Super Bowl is trending to be the most bet on gambled sporting event or just
Which
sport,
one?
gambling day in sports history.
World Series is not
This Sunday.
Oh, yeah,
no,
yeah.
this Sunday it's going to be
the biggest.
the biggest ever. I mean, I'm sure it'll get bigger as
Yeah,
like
okay,
more
yeah.
states legalize it, whatever. But
Yeah.
like the fact that like New York generated damn near like $1 billion like the first month just from sports gambling. You know what I mean? And you know, obviously it's gonna be a fun game. You know, Joe Burrow is an exciting young player. The Rams are exciting. Odell Beckham's
I was
in
gonna
there.
say I
Aaron
do
Donald.
hope that the Rams win a Super Bowl at home. That I think that's always
That
dope.
would be.
I think that's cool.
I think
That's
that's the
always
most.
dope,
That's
I
the
think.
only entertaining thing about this game is
Yeah.
the fact that the Rams. Rams are playing at home, which
Yeah.
would be phenomenal. And Joey B.
Joey B.
Yeah.
Joey Burr.
Everything else and the halftime show.
Can I tell you something about Joe Burrow? Even though I love Joe Burrow, I
What?
love Joe Burrow.
What was it they tell me?
Incredible player.
However,
However, we as
I feel like he about to say something
minorities
racist. Yep, here it comes.
are
I know it. Here it comes.
so happy. Like
I knew it was coming. Go ahead.
there is something about like a white dude with just a little bit of swagger that people just lose their fucking minds
Niggas
over.
said that
When
about
it's- when it's natural.
Niggas said that about
when
men.
it's
when you could
natural.
tell like they just like
funny
that.
when
Like
Well, for
we
one-
start saying shit like, "Oh, he's coming to
coming
the
to the
cookout."
cookout.
Sorry.
He gets a
Why can't
play.
he just be a cool? What happened to just cool white guys?
No
like,
disrespect. No disrespect. Ain't no more white folks invited.
no
to
more
the
cooking.
cookout.
The
Ain't
cookout
no
doesn't
way.
exist.
Bro, nah, no.
Jake,
the
you
cookout,
cool?
no, he not invited either.
The cookout doesn't exist.
The
yo.
cookout does not exist to y'all
Jake, you know
ever.
what? First
Nah,
off,
we're
Nah,
not
Jake
good.
is not coming.
Jake.
Nah,
is
no,
not
Jake, I
coming.
love you, bro.
Jake, you come with me
But-
wherever,
Nah.
bro. And if the
Jake,
cookout happens to be one of these places
Joey
we go,
B, you can't come to the cookout. Tom Brady, you can't come to the cookout. Them dumbass Island boys, y'all definitely not.
What
invited.
Island?
Island Boys. How'd you go from Brady and Burrow to the Island Boys?
No, because you know there's some black folks that do like the Island boys. Unfortunately,
No, I'm just
They
okay.
think it's funny.
I don't think okay. That's different. As far as like white boys with like any level of like confidence and swagger, like
I don't
think
care how
they're
much your
different.
swag is. You're not coming to.
But
our
there's
cookout.
like
don't
there's,
bring them raisins over here.
Damn, what's the guy's name? Man? Like,
Bro.
what happened?
The potato
Not
salad,
the
and
raisins. Don't bring the raisins up. Well,
Mad mayonnaise.
they're invited
Why-
to the
why do
cookout.
we-
They can't bring a plate.
Why do we
They
do
can't
that?
bring a dish.
Why do we do what?
Why do we do that?
Do
like,
what?
When we see like a cool like what happened to just regular cool white boys?
Because all
What you mean what happened to them? They exist.
because
No, hold on.
anytime
we endorse somebody cool or somebody has swag,
you're waiting for the
or
other
culture,
shoe to drop, right?
Yes, something always dumb happens. It's like, damn,
yeah.
we fucked with you.
They get-
And you went
they
off
get
and
gassed
said,
up.
Yeah, like no.
I don't think
none
so.
of that.
So here's the thing. There's
No.
there's the science of the cool white boy. Jake
Who
as
are the exceptions?
No, there's no exception.
There's
I
no
don't want to
exception.
hear him out. Okay,
Okay.
There's-
I'm not saying I have exceptions.
There's definitely exceptions to the cool white boy rule. There's several just cool white boys that there's two levels, right? There's the cool white boy who is just a cool white boy that just does cool white
Okay,
boy
I
stuff.
like. All right, before you
And
get
then
into
there's
that,
the other cool white boy that us as a community, black people, always got to do some extra shit for. Oh, now he's Joe Burr, and now he's invited to the cookout, and he's black on the inside. Nah, like why can't he just be a cool white dude?
I like the cool white boys that are very white still.
Yes.
Those are my favorite cool white
Who's
boys.
a cool white boy to you? That's
Eric
just
and
very white.
Jeff.
Eric and
They're
Jeff.
still
Perfect
white
example.
as fuck.
That's great.
Very cool.
Nothing about them has changed.
Who else? Chris Evans, Captain America.
Yes.
Cool white boy. White as fuck. Stay white.
Stay
They
white.
they say that one thing.
No, he
telling you.
stays very white.
I love all my white friends. I love
all my white friends.
I love all my white friends.
All of them?
So Jack Harlow can't come to your cookout.
No.
You see, that's another thing. Jack Harlow comes into the game with just a little bit of confidence.
Because we
white boy
give
swagger.
them so. No,
And
here's
it's
what
like-
happened. We give them so much. We give them so much room.
like, calm
We give
down.
them so much
Calm
comfort.
down.
We give them so much acceptance. And then that one time they slip, they do something or say something. It's just like, well, I thought, we were cool. I was joking. No, that ends today.
You know what I think the difference
Your
is?
own cookout is your own cookout, and we have our cookout. Stay the fuck away
What
from
about
our
Chet
shit.
Hanks?
Hey, that was another one. Like
Yeah,
that's-
and he did some dumb shit too.
Yeah, like there's
What did he
always,
do?
Yeah, exactly.
His patois was a little questionable.
Exactly.
And then
His pots, of course, he's fucking white.
fucking white as
What'd you
fuck.
expect?
Love all my white counterparts, but yeah, that cookout
Had one
shit.
Jamaican girlfriend.
Nah, there's I mean, you know who's a cool white boy? Gronk. Gronk's a cool white boy.
He looked like he said the N-word.
What?
He looked
Stop.
like he let that shit fly a couple times.
Stop. Gronk doesn't say
They
that.
all do that shit in private.
They all?
I know all white folks
About
do that shit in
Luka?
private.
Luca? I don't think Luca says that word.
No, I'm saying is he
is he
cool
cool?
white boy.
No,
Oh, cool
Yeah,
white
no, he's
boy?
cool white boy.
I haven't seen enough of Luca's like personality yet.
I see a lot of his personality on the floor.
What about Tyler Hero? Cool white boy.
I think he tries too hard.
He's a try hard, right?
He's-
Just a
I
little
think
bit.
he tries
I'm
to
just
go.
like, all right, he's up.
He probably never had
okay.
black friends growing up, but he
I'm
does
sure,
now.
That's the thing. I think it's the opposite. I think he had like too many black friends, and now he's like,
I
Hey,
think he had
guys, I can act like this
think
because-
he
What
had
about
a
you?
job.
What about Angus Cloud? Euphoria.
cool white boy.
Cool white
Fuck
boy.
with him.
Fuck
Yeah.
is that?
He look, the little Mac Miller looking dude, Fez.
From Rory from Euphoria.
Oh, no, I know
Rory's
Yeah,
kid.
his kid.
I don't know. I don't watch Euphoria. So I don't
Well,
know.
and you've seen the
You've
guy.
seen memes.
He looks just like Rory.
And
But
Mac
like,
Miller.
And Mac Miller.
A
exactly.
mashup.
He's cool. And
I think in real life he's
from
cool.
all intents and purposes, he seemed cool. Tom Holland, another cool white boy. You know what I mean?
He's from the UK.
Tom
right?
Hardy or Holland?
Tom Holland, Spider-Man.
What about Hardy?
Tom Hardy?
Fuck is Tom Hardy?
Mad Max. Yeah, didn't he bitch slap somebody recently?
Did he?
He bitch slapped somebody on the set of Mad
makes
Max.
him cool?
No, I mean, just it was.
I mean, if
I don't
you
know who it
have to.
was. Jake find this out for me, but it was somebody like a lot of people didn't like, and it was like, yeah, Tom Hardy bitch slapped him. Everyone's
Yo,
like,
wait,
yeah,
what?
That's our guy.
Go Tom Hardy.
But so if I say all that to say, if the Bengals upset the LA Rams in LA,
Can we make predictions?
I'm sure we can make predictions. Absolutely.
Okay, wait. I want two predictions. I want a game-winning prediction, and I want wait, and I want song predictions from the artist.
Ooh, I like that. Okay,
right, let's go.
I think what happens is if I'm thinking with my heart and not my head, I'm thinking
Not his.
not my head. Yeah, in my head,
He don't want to think logically. He wants
I don't want to
think.
think logically.
He
I
wants to
think this
feel
is
it.
there's too many things for this to be like not be like the Joe Burrow culmination. Like there's too many things like the Tom Brady retirement, him coming off of comeback player of the year, being injured, Jamar Chase getting drafted with him, setting rookie records, fucking national champion in college, like, and he's the underdog, and it's the Bengals. Like nobody expected the Bengals to be in the Super Bowl this year, but a lot of teams had the LA Rams favored. So thinking with my heart and not my head, I think the Bengals pull it off. I think Joe Burrow goes in there and he becomes the brand new shiny toy for the NFL. Couldn't be set up more perfect for him. But thinking with my head, I think the LA Rams are deeper. I think they're on their home field. I think Matthew Stafford has been around the block more than once. I think Cooper Kupp's going to get a lot of attention, and I think Odell Beckham Jr. is
Got a
going
lot to
to
prove.
go off because I feel like Cooper Kupp is a phenomenal wide receiver, and the Bengals have a pretty good secondary, a solid secondary, and they're going to put a lot of attention on him, which means guys like Odell, Cam Akers, those guys are going to be able to go off. I think we got Rams-Bengals 31-27.
I do not
That's
think it's going to be
mad
that
specific.
exciting of a game.
Really? You think it's going to be a blowout?
I don't think it's going to be that high scoring. Two, I believe
I think it will be. I think
I don't.
between Cup and Chase, those are two of the top wide receivers in the league. Got a lot of points. There's possibilities for fireworks. Is what
I
I'm saying.
think, and I'll probably get crucified for this. I think both
Won't be the
teams,
first time.
As if I give a fuck.
Won't be the first time.
As if I give a fuck. I think both teams are gonna shit the bed, and this is gonna be a low-scoring game.
Really? Give me a score.
12-7.
I've seen you've been winning a lot of money in Sahara, so I feel like your predictions have been pretty solid lately.
I literally think because I think this is too big of a stage for both teams.
Kind of like Patriots Rams.
You think it's Patriots Rams? But that's the thing though. Like the Rams, it reminds me of Patriots Rams. The Rams were like the highly touted offense.
Yeah.
They had, I think, was it Bulger or Kurt Warner that year? Was it
No,
Warner
I'm
that
talking
year?
about recent with Goff.
Oh, golf, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They came in. No,
was
I don't
like-
think they were favored that year.
No, but it was
Patriots
13-3. It was like a low-scoring
were
game.
the score, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like in my prediction with
That's a high scoring game, 31-27.
Yeah.
Then that says both teams' defenses are shit.
I don't think it's shit. I think Jalen Ramsey's going to do his thing, and he's going to, take the opportunity to, go head up with Jamar Chase, who's a rookie. even though he's-
Clearly Ramsey ain't doing what he's supposed to do. If the score's that high,
I mean, hey, Jamar Chase is.
I'm
that
going
dude.
12-7.
T.
Jamar
Higgins.
Chase is no joke,
No,
bro.
not at all.
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins is also pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going 12. I'm going 12-7.
12-7. Rosie, what about you? What's your
Say
prediction?
12-7.
I really think I think home advantage is a thing, and I think the Rams are gonna take it.
Yeah,
I don't have a score prediction.
Yeah, I'm going 12-7.
I think it's gonna be.
But I agree with Lo. I don't think it's gonna be like
Yeah, I don't
that.
think it's gonna be. Yeah,
I
I don't think it's gonna be
think-
exciting.
I think we're really underestimating. That the LA Rams are home. They don't have to travel.
Yeah.
They don't have to deal with all the other BS.
And
that
they're home.
Comes
Like
with Super Bowl week or whatever. So I think that any sort of advantage you can get going into a game like this, you take it. So it's like.
I mean, yeah, that's a great advantage to have, but I do think it takes away from the flair because you're not. It's almost like a regular game because
Right.
they're not going anywhere. They're staying at their houses. They're not in the hotels. They're not secluded. They're not locked up. They're literally doing the same thing they do every other week when they're playing at home. So it doesn't feel like an outer body experience. When you go to the Super Bowl, if you're from New York and you're playing in Indianapolis,
Okay.
it's a whole different world, but you know the world you're in.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when the LA Rams are playing at home, it's really not a different world for them. Cincinnati has it because it's like, oh, we're going all the way to Los Angeles, this and the third. It's a whole.
But that's
completely different
another
experience.
thing. That's what makes me think with my heart and not my head about the
Right,
Bengals.
right.
Every playoff game like that has been for them, except the first one. They
Well,
won.
I'm going with the Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going with the Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with the
Well,
Bengals.
if it's a low scoring game, I
Yeah.
think that it favors the Bengals more than it favors
Yeah,
the
I'm
Rams. I
definitely-
think
yeah.
so.
With their
I think so.
defense?
I
With
think
the-
with their defense, I feel like if Matthew Stafford is having like a game where he's like missing on people and like not connecting, I think like the weight of it starts to get a little heavy. I think Burrow's young enough and good enough to not know that this is a
Gonna
big
become-
stage. Like, when you're just young and dumb and
Like,
like,
all right, like, fuck
it's,
it.
yeah, like the
He's
moment's too big for you to
He's
even
already
like
in the
get.
national championship.
Exactly.
He knew what that was.
Yes.
That was like, because, LSU, the legacy, he knew exactly what that is. And this is happening so fast for him.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's just like going through the motions. It's like, all right, well, we weren't supposed to win. We weren't supposed to be here. Fuck it, let's do it again.
Well, I'll put it like this, man. A guy like Joe Burrow, and I seen it. I forgot who said this, but I was listening to a commentary, and they were like, "Word gets around the league fast when you got one of them ones." And the Bengals, even if they don't win this year, they have
says a
Joe.
lot. Yeah.
They have Joe,
They got
and
Chase.
you got a chance because once you got one of them ones, one of them quarterbacks, that is like, yo. He's a Rodgers. He's a Wilson. He's a Mahomes. He's an Allen. People are gonna want to play with him. So I think the fact that they even got here,
Yeah.
getting sacked 9 times, going on the road, beating
Still
other
doing it.
teams, like
Did they play at home at any point? throughout
the
playoffs?
first game, wild
First
card game.
Okay.
They played at home, but they've been on the road ever since.
So they won,
but
what, 5 straight pretty much?
5? Well, I don't know. Well,
4.
they had to win like the last regular season game to get into the playoffs.
So that's it, it's 5.
Yeah, I think they broke some tiebreak or whatever. But, it's certain teams like that. I always like to bet on teams with momentum. And I think the Bengals have all the momentum. And, If
I'm
wrong,
going
I'm
Bengals
wrong.
12-7. You know, the Rams look real good. I
If
do,
it's a 12-7,
I do want
Evan
Odell
Mc-
to win, though.
If it's 12-7, that's 4
Pick a
field
side.
goals. Evan
No, I love Odell.
Evan McPherson.
Evan McPherson gets MVP.
Pick
When
a
when the
side.
Bengals win, Joey B gets the MVP, and that's it.
All right, so Joey B MVP. Let's talk about what a lot of folks have been waiting for. That's that halftime show at the SoFi Stadium. Probably the most hip hop halftime show we've ever had. Not even probably, definitely the most hip hop
Yes.
halftime show we've ever had. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar.
Sheesh.
Reportedly 50 Cent also, but I'm sure he's not the only
told you that?
surprise.
That
we
would
have,
make sense.
Nav, you know Nav that runs hip hop and more.
Nav. Okay,
but
Nav.
He's got the ends on 50. Like any G Unit news, like
Yeah.
he usually gets it. So if he says 50 Cent plan to be surprise performer, I'm like,
I feel like Eminem will bring him out.
yeah,
Well, I mean,
or Eminem,
Drake
yeah,
could do it.
M.
Drake could do it. 50, Snoop could do it. M could do it.
I felt that was natural. Like that's the whole Aftermath crew.
Yeah.
You feel
Well, I
me?
mean, so all right. So you talking about set list, right?
Yeah.
Well, so one, how long is it? It's like
It's
Well, it's the
30
halftime
minutes.
show. It's maybe 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Well, now it's at 27, which is oddly specific, but I believe him.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Niles.
Oh,
Yeah,
nah.
that's a specific number.
And
I think
they're like
27
30.
minutes.
Somebody last night was like 30, 27. I was like, that's a whole set.
So
3 minutes.
27 minutes between those 5 artists.
Right.
We're definitely getting
You're looking
holleration.
at- Yeah, you're looking at 2 songs per artist.
Nah.
Think about it.
I think
Full songs. I think they're gonna cut up their shit.
it's gonna be medleys. I think we're gonna get like a verse of G thing,
Yeah.
a verse
You
of
think G thing is gonna pop off there?
yeah.
No, still Dre. Nah, that's
Bun.
still
It's
Dre.
Cal.
See,
It's
said that-
it's L.A.
It's
First off, they're
still-
coming
it's
out
still
in
the
low riders.
Super Bowl.
They're coming out in
They
low
definitely
riders.
are.
Not.
It's gonna be so
Yo, if Snoop comes out with a blunt in his mouth.
sidebar. Shout out to
Okay.
Snoop. Shout out to Snoop buying
blunt? That's what you're thinking about? A blunt?
On the Super Bowl?
No, he needs to come out with the curls. Fuck a blunt.
I
He needs
think
to come out with the curls.
With just like curls in his head.
It would be kind of
Yeah.
legendary to be
The
smoking
curls.
a
To
blunt.
be smoking a blunt. He might come out with a bonnet and a blunt and Martha Stewart.
A bun?
And Martha Stewart.
A bun?
A bonnet, a blunt, and Martha
I hope you don't
Stewart.
come out with, God damn it, Snoop. I hope you don't come out with a bonnet, my nigga. Bring out the curls.
Yeah.
Bring out the fucking
Auntie Snoop
entire
coming
Crip
out.
suit.
Yeah.
Come out and like
We don't
come
know
out with
what
that
Snoop
Bishop
we're gonna
Don
get,
Juan
bro.
shit. I
We
wanna
don't
see
know
none of
what
that.
Snoop we're gonna get.
I don't know.
I want the Long Beach, California murder was
With the
case
plaid
Snoop.
shirt.
That's the Snoop I want.
Yeah.
But then he gotta bring out the 2
Beautiful
braids,
Pharrell
bro.
Snoop. I want.
You
Nigga,
don't?
I want the 187
Man.
deep cover. I want nigga. You in L.A.
You want him to be super crip.
Nigga, I want Snoop.
I think he gonna
Super
come out with
Crip?
the braids.
Nah, I want that. I want that curl.
I don't think he gonna come out with the curl.
I
Or the
think,
braids, or the
I think we're
braids.
getting super crip Snoop.
I
Shout
want
out to Snoop, by the way, buying Def
You know,
Jam-
Dr.
Def
Dre's
Jam.
coming out in like
Death
all
Row.
black with Air Force Ones, bored as hell.
Shout out to Snoop.
But I feel like since because they're in their hometown, I think they're gonna
gonna
really
go.
make it a LA
They're gonna
thing.
go.
Kendrick is I don't know how he's gonna come out.
I'm confused. Like, what does he do?
Well,
you
I
mean?
mean, you got Family Ties. Family Ties is still a big
He's
record.
gonna do all right.
No. That,
You don't think he ain't gonna do?
Do not do that record.
He's
Something
gonna do
that-
all right.
Do not do,
Jump in
no,
that-
do
All
not
right?
do Family Ties.
Oh, Family
yeah,
Ties.
all right, yeah.
No, he's gonna
Why
do
the
all
fuck
right.
would you perform Family Ties at the Super Bowl?
It's
Look
pretty
at
dope,
that,
but it's not
Nigga, no
commercial
one-
enough.
no one knows. Like, we know that record. We love that record.
What?
No.
For the culture, it'd be dope.
I will boo- if I hear Family Ties, I will boo.
You
the
boo
TV.
Family Ties?
At the Super Bowl. No,
That's
I
a
love
big
the record.
record
No,
this year.
I'm not saying that.
I think he
In
does Family
context. In context.
I know for sure he'll do all right.
I do love that record.
That's all I know. I
But,
don't know which
nigga,
one
I do
else.
not want to see
I
that.
am the Omega.
That's it. You love it. I want to hear. I want to hear him tear down. I want to hear him tear down the stage with "All Right."
I want to hear him do.
As I,
The
oh,
most niggified
Let's get
song
this
for the
shit.
Super
Let's
Bowl.
get this shit. Let's
No,
get this
I
shit.
don't wanna hear
Let's
that,
get this
bro.
shit. Let's-
Bro.
Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning.
If that nigga
top
says
of
top of the morning
top
6
of the
times on the
morning,
Super-
top of the
it's a
morning,
wasted
top of the
experience.
morning. Let's get
I
this
don't
shit.
know what
Let's
else.
get this
What
shit.
else do you
Let's
think he
get
would
this shit.
do?
That's yo.
I think he's gonna do. I think out of those
Anything off
five
Damn?
artists,
No.
out of those
Yeah,
five
he
artists,
could.
I think he's gonna do the newest or he's gonna probably got the least time.
He's
But I do
definitely not the
think.
least.
But
No,
I
I
do
think
think
Mary will have
Mary's
the
Mary's
least time.
No. Actually, her songs
I think
don't
Mary's
resonate
gonna
for a
get
Super
off.
Bowl.
I think Mary's gonna get off.
Oh, he might do Humble.
Yeah, Humble's a good record.
It's a good Super Bowl record.
He might do
Ties is not a
Humble.
good Super Bowl
And
record.
DNA. That's
He
another
might
good
do
one,
that.
maybe.
Okay.
But I do think. Well, here's the thing.
What?
Obviously, I'm solely focused on Kendrick for this Super Bowl record because he's been oddly quiet for the past several years.
Right.
And you don't really get a much bigger stage in American pop culture than the Super Bowl. What better time to drop some new shit?
Well,
maybe
I mean,
not at the Super Bowl, maybe not performing it, but like
it's supposedly like they're saying that something is supposed to come tonight.
really the single.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's gonna?
And then he's
I don't.
gonna do it at the
I'm
Super
not.
Well,
Bowl.
you know things.
But I know
Put
a
me
lot
in the
of-
know.
I know a lot of things.
I'm about to say, you know things. Don't
Listen to
just,
the game,
don't just
coach.
leave us out here.
I know.
Leave me out here fishing when you know
one,
shit.
I never reveal my sources. Two, I never.
We didn't
reveal-
ask for the source.
All right, Chris
never
Broussard.
reveal-
We didn't ask for the source. We
I
asked
never-
for the
I
tea.
never reveal what I really know, because that's how you keep the connect close to you.
Same.
Yeah, but I'll sprinkle something to you.
Swinkle.
You know, I got a lot.
So
of
he
ties.
hears something
little
is
line.
coming tonight,
I heard rumbling
aka some shit.
that there might be something coming this weekend.
Oh!
They traded another.
Oh!
They traded a toxic nigga for
Forget
another
what I was
toxic
talking
nigga.
about. Forget the Super Bowl. Forget the halftime show.
Nigga, yeah.
Forget all that. We are taping on NBA trade deadline day, and we just had a big blockbuster NBA trade. James Harden of the Brooklyn Nets is going to the Philadelphia 76ers. Ben Simmons.
James and Meek Mill about to be real besties.
They already are.
No, but
Like,
real
they
life.
already are.
Now he can't be living in Philly.
As-
He's he's not.
As we
Go ahead, yeah.
are
Give me the official.
texting at the
official
moment.
news. Who, you and James?
not texting, but as the tweets are
You
coming
and
in.
James
Yo,
texting?
Ben Simmons going to fucking Brooklyn is a
James Harden is
haphazard.
out of Brooklyn. Philadelphia offered Nets a package that includes Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, a first-round pick, and second-round pick for
Getting
James
Seth Curry
Harden.
is dope too.
Boy, oh boy. I can't believe scary hours lasted that long.
James wanted out of Brooklyn.
Of course he
He was
wanted
like,
out.
Ben
He's
is
like,
out of
KD's
Philly.
always injured. Kyrie plays what?
Oh,
He
yeah.
can only play 10 more games for the rest of the season.
He came to Brooklyn trying to get an easy ring. He was like, I could do all this shit in Houston for all the bullshit y'all putting me through. And obviously, anybody with 2 eyes and ears could understand why he would feel like, I got to get out of Brooklyn. Not even a full year. Was it a full year?
No,
Was
yeah,
it Brooklyn?
he played last season.
Barely a full year. But he came in towards
He
what?
came in mid.
The beginning of the season, maybe a little bit over a year. But anyway, the big news is James Harden goes to Philadelphia, joins Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons, who has been in exile for the past several months because, I don't know, he can't shoot and he didn't like the coaches or whatever, gets his wish. He's coming to New York City in Brooklyn.
Is he playing this year?
I don't know.
I would think so.
Who knows? I have
No,
no
I
idea
would-
what's
I
about
would
to happen.
think.
I have no idea what's about to happen. But that is a trade that just went down. We're going to get back to Super Bowl stuff and
Two
some
toxic
other
niggas,
stuff.
just interchangeable. That's it.
Who?
2 toxic motherfuckers. Ben Simmons is toxic. James Harden is toxic.
I am very...
You want light skin toxic or brown skin toxic?
We about to see right now. They had brown skin toxic,
And
now it's
now
about to get the light skin
they getting
toxic.
light skin
And I think
toxic.
Ben Simmons is a toxic ass nigga.
Man.
He's a baby. He complains. He's public enemy number 1. And now you got to mix up that with Kyrie and Kevin. I'm waiting to see how Steve Nash, right?
So official details, the Brooklyn Nets send James Harden to Philly for Ben Simmons, Andre Drummond, Seth Curry, and 2 first-round picks.
Andre, they got Drummond.
Oh, my God. Did
And the Nets get
Brooklyn
who?
get fleeced? No.
Brooklyn
Did Philly
got-
get fleeced?
No. Who do Brooklyn get? They got James Harden.
Just
and what?
Well, Brooklyn gets Ben Simmons,
Yeah.
Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round
The
picks.
Sixers
Sixers
just get
get?
Harden.
Philly gets James Harden.
That's
Harden,
it.
That's it.
Harden's
On an
a,
expiring deal.
Philly, yo,
expiring deal is a big part of that too.
Which is, I'm sure he's going to want to stay and re-sign, and that's what
Are
they
you
got
sure?
him for. Well, no, I mean,
Sixers got fleeced, bro. Sixers got fleeced.
I mean, but what did what were their options, bro? Like they have no one. Like who is trading for
I'd have
Ben?
just cut. I'd just cut.
What
let
are
me
you
tell
gonna-
you something.
I'd have just cut him.
Let me tell you something. Let me be
Yeah.
honest.
So it's like we take James Harden.
I can't believe it worked. I can't believe it worked.
James didn't want to be there.
No, forget James.
Ben didn't want to be there.
James not wanting to be in Brooklyn is understandable. I can't believe Ben Simmons
They didn't want him.
played like shit, got mad about it, and then got his way. And now he's going to another team with another two superstars.
You know what we call that?
in New York, what do we call that?
Light skin tendencies.
Wow.
Drakey. You acting real drinky.
I'm shocked. I'm honestly shocked that the trade.
But
went
how
through.
much? All right. So how does that new trio look? Right.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, hold on. With Kevin being out, still being injured, Kyrie only playing half and half.
Yeah.
That puts a lot of pressure on him,
Yeah.
which we all know he can't handle pressure.
Yeah.
He can't handle the big lights. Philly is a big city, but it's not New York. So how does he handle this?
Well, to be fair,
If James couldn't do it, how does he do it?
to be fair, Ben's going to the B team in New York. To be
To
fair.
be fair.
So
aren't
the-
y'all like 24 and 30
Yeah,
or
and
something?
all
Like,
that-
Y'all what, number 8,
And all
9,
that,
10, 11?
nobody really cares what the Brooklyn Nets are here.
Brooklyn
People
Nets
care
are
about the Brooklyn Nets in New York?
Nets at number
There's not
3,
that
and
much
you're
People
gonna
care about the
win.
Brooklyn Nets in New York?
That's why.
People care about the Brooklyn Nets in New York, Lo?
You probably should rebuild your team before asking
Do
that question.
people get... I'm not asking about that.
Just rebuild your team before you ask that question,
Listen,
bro.
the Knicks-
Y'all are number 10. Like, let's not. Like, come on, let's. Facts are facts, my nigga. You got
Facts?
excited
No,
over
I
3
know
and
what
0
you. I know
Dirk.
what you're saying, but I get what he's saying too.
Yeah,
I'm playing into
that
what he's
being
saying.
said, nobody cares about the Brooklyn Nets in New York
And
City.
here we are talking about a blockbuster trade.
Yeah, because there's a
Because we care
blockbuster
about
trade
the
that
Nets.
happened as it's happening.
Are the Knicks doing anything?
They are still the B team in New York. Not
I'm
that it
pretty sure
means
they are.
B team
anything.
is better than the A team.
Not that it means
So-
anything.
so
I'm
what?
saying it is still they
What
are
do you
still
mean,
the B
so
team
what?
in New York.
The B team is better than the A team.
It's talent.
What else is there to be better at?
Low. I'm saying
they
that.
don't- they don't own the
I'm
city.
saying that in the sense that I don't think the pressure that he would have gotten to Philly is going to be as high as it's not a New York market he's coming to. He's playing for Brooklyn. Like the tickets are $1 to get into. Like people aren't
really?
like
Really?
Yeah,
Tickets
it's
are
the truth.
$1 to get to Barclays.
You want me to look at SeatGeek right now? Like
Please
you
do,
can
please
get,
do, please do, please do.
bro. You can look at SeatGeek right now and get tickets to a Nets
nigga,
game
this
for like
nigga
$1,
loves
$2.
talking shit about
It's
the
not talking shit. It's honest. It's true.
A team.
It's true.
They're not the A team. Like, nigga, y'all not even a team. Y'all can't even get it together.
Kaz, who do you think y'all are getting
Like,
in
the
this?
fuck? Like, what are y'all
No,
gonna
I
be
mean,
Trade
Lola, you
deadline.
could say all that. Like, those are all facts, but it doesn't change the fact that, like, people in New York truly don't give a fuck about the Brooklyn Nets like that. They don't. They just don't. They have 3 of the best players on the fucking planet for the past year and a half, 2 years, 3 years.
yeah.
And granted, like, yeah, they still haven't won
It's
anything.
insane how low the standards are of Knicks fans.
It's not about Knicks
It's like,
fans.
it
Nobody
literally
cares
is.
about the Brooklyn Nets. They don't have fans.
Y'all standards are low as fuck.
They don't have fans.
Knicks fans, y'all are very low standards.
They
people.
still that's just a silly like.
It's not a silly
let's
thing.
Just, let's just
y'all
poke
are-
at
y'all-
Knicks
y'all are
fans,
happy-
whatever.
y'all are
It's
happy-
the truth.
y'all are
I've
happy
seen
because
both arenas.
y'all are
I've been
happy-
to both
y'all are
arenas.
happy because
It's not about
y'all-
y'all. It's a fact.
Knicks fans,
Nobody
y'all
cares
have
about
low-ass
Brooklyn.
standards.
Low, you are here. You know niggas that go to Barclays. Do people care about the Brooklyn Nets?
Okay, yeah.
Do people?
Yeah,
Have you met a Brooklyn Nets super fan in your life?
Yeah, I actually have.
Who? Who is a Brooklyn Nets super fan?
Random white guy at the
New
bar.
Jersey.
A white guy
At the bar.
at the bar.
He was Brooklyn. That's the fuck out.
Clearly, the Knicks have been.
They
around
are the
a while.
second
We
team.
get
They're
it.
the
We
Mets.
get it. We get it.
They're the Mets.
We get it.
They're the
There's nothing
Mets.
wrong with
They're-
being the Mets.
They're not the
Hold on,
Mets.
they're
They're
the
the Mets.
Mets.
No,
Who's
they're
the
not
Mets?
even
The Mets actually have
That's not-
championships.
They're the Mets of this city.
The Mets are
The
champions.
Yankees take top billing.
Oh, I thought you.
The
okay.
Giants take top billing.
Yeah, the Jets.
The Knicks
No,
take
they
top
don't.
billings.
The Jets don't take top
The
billings.
Jets
No,
do
I'm
not
saying-
take top
no,
billings
I'm
of the
saying them
Giants.
as the-
That's what I'm saying. Like
they're
the
the
Nets
Jets.
are the Mets.
The
They
Mets
get
are-
the second headlines in New York. That's just a
Nets,
fact.
Jets, they all rhyme.
It's just
I
a
get
fact.
it, yo. I get it. I get it. I
And until they
understand
win
it.
a championship, and even if they do win a championship, I mean, yeah, that's how fan bases are built. The reason why people don't give a fuck about the Brooklyn Nets is because they haven't given anything for them to give a fuck about.
Okay.
How we won't see the effect of like what the Brooklyn Nets mean to New York until they win the championship and like kids see that and they grow up seeing like, man,
Right.
I used to watch Kevin Durant as a kid. I grew up a Brooklyn Nets fan. They just don't have that. They've been here for like a hiccup.
Okay.
What, 10 years?
Yeah.
If that?
Yeah.
If that, that's just the fact. But
Y'all niggas
that
still
takes,
hanging on that
that takes
1973
nothing.
championship.
I don't even hang on to the championship.
Let
They
it go.
just
Let it
the
go.
Brooklyn Nets just have no culture, bro.
They've been
And the
consistently
Knicks are
put-
losing their
They
culture.
gentrified
Brooklyn Nets
basketball.
have no
The Knicks are
culture.
losing their culture.
The Knicks
are losing.
The Knicks
They
can
have
say-
it.
They'll never lose their culture.
losing their culture.
They'll never lose their fan base.
Giants lost their culture.
No, they won't. The
The
Giants.
The Yankees are the only
First off,
team
the Giants are an
in
NFL
New York.
team.
Huh?
The Giants are an NFL team. NFL teams don't lose culture. They own the city. It doesn't matter what the fuck. It doesn't matter if they're losing forever. Look at the Browns. Look at the Bengals. Doesn't matter. Football teams don't lose culture. Brooklyn Nets, it's like, yo, you have to win a championship and you have to build on that.
Right.
The Knicks haven't won shit in forever, but they have a one-of-one,
Stadium.
not even stadium. They have a one-of-one diehard fan base in all
Which are
of
very
basketball.
delusional at times.
It's not about being delusional.
It
It's
is.
just-
Honestly, it is.
all right, Lo. If But I'm trying to.
Don't get mad at me, my nigga.
I'm not mad. I'm just giving you the facts.
What are facts? That's your opinion.
It's not an opinion.
All right, what facts are you basing it off?
Look at the Brooklyn Nets attendance. They got the best player on the planet, and they can't sell the shit out. The MSG, you can't get a
niggas are
ticket in
always
there,
fuck-
and Julius Randle is playing there. That's a branding thing. That's a culture thing. Are you kidding me? You mean if Kevin Durant was playing at
also-
Madison Square
y'all-
Garden,
yeah, y'all
you
very
think
clear.
anybody would give a flying fuck about the Brooklyn Nets?
All right, no, you're
they
right.
still don't.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
They still don't.
Knicks fans love to watch y'all lose.
It's not
And
about
that's
Knicks
culture.
fans,
That's
bro.
culture, right?
It's not about Knicks fans. The Brooklyn Nets don't have anything.
The Knicks are
Knicks fans
self-sabotaging.
love
The
to
Brooklyn
watch
Nets
y'all
don't
lose.
have
Keep that
anything.
culture, Knicks fans. Watch your team lose.
Who are you talking to? I'm right here.
I'm talking to
The
Knicks fans.
camera, no.
Continue
I'm
to
right
watch it.
here.
Continue to watch your team lose.
It's not about
Enjoy
winning or
that
losing.
culture.
Do you understand
Yes.
okay.
Don't get frustrated
Look,
because you walked in frustrated.
I'm
Don't-
not frustrated at all. I'm just saying the Brooklyn Nets do not have a big fan base in New York City.
Okay, cool.
They don't. They have Durant fans.
They have the better.
They have
they have the better record.
Of course they do. But nobody gives a fuck.
Do they?
I don't understand that logic.
It's not logic.
I
Look at.
really don't
Go
understand
to
that.
it. Look
Who
at
has
look
the
at
better record? Oh, we
Okay,
don't
Look at
give
the
a fuck.
arena.
don't
I
get
just
that.
want to know
Look at the arena.
who you think the Knicks are getting. I just want to
Yeah,
know, like,
that's what I'm
deadline
saying.
wise.
That's
Like,
all you asked about that.
I don't think they're gonna get anybody.
Are
you don't think they're going to
trade
make any
Cam?
I don't think
trades?
they're gonna make
Y'all
any
front
moves.
Cam Reddish?
I think they're gonna be.
Nothing. Well, no, how's Cam doing?
Stop. Front office.
Front office
ain't
trash.
Front office
Are they
ain't
gonna
trash. Front office ain't trash.
move
Stop.
Cam Reddish to the Lakers?
I don't think Cameron. That's.
So you don't
that's
think you guys
another
are going to
thing.
get
Did he-
anybody?
Why does every Laker fan assume like other teams want to help the Lakers out of their bullshit?
You're a Laker fan.
No.
No, everyone's like, "Oh, we're gonna get this
'cause-
player, that player." I'm like, "You
No.
think teams want to help you
Well, I thought
because
it was-
you traded for Russell Westbrook?
I saw
You think
it.
people want to get you? No, you sit in that, you enjoy that,
Tom Thibodeau didn't want
and then we'll come back in the summertime. Like, ain't nobody trying to help
You
you.
sit there, make your bed,
Time out.
play in that shit.
Like, I see all these like fake trades for the Lakers and Cameron. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna get Cameron.
Well, it
He's
was-
just wasting away, and I'm like, you think the Knicks want to help you?
But the story was that Tom
You think franchises want to help you? You got LeBron, you got AD, you got Melo. You have no money to spend and no draft picks for
point-
the day. You think people want to help you get out of that? For what?
the point is the Knicks didn't want Reddish.
The Knicks did not want Reddish. They just did it. They traded him for pieces that were already filled. And he was coming in the middle of the season. They're trying to work him in. I think if there is any
Yeah,
move,
no.
I think they move some veterans to open up time for Cam Reddish.
It's just getting garbage time.
He's getting garbage time now because Tibbs is
He
hard.
played 5 minutes the other night.
Tibbs
Had
is
a
hard-headed.
minus 20.
Well, Cam Reddish didn't play that good. When he was like, I watched the game. I was rooting for Cam. I was like, all right, bro, this is your time. Quentin Grimes ain't playing. Get your minutes, get your thing. But he ain't playing that good. Like I get it, Atlanta. I see the talent. I see the potential. Where it's like, okay, this guy has like skills and like, if he puts it all together. But then you also see like, oh, this guy's like kind of slow on rotations on defense and gets beat back door a lot and turns the ball over a little bit. And if he's not hitting the shot, what is he doing? But I still think he knew he was gonna get time, whatever. That being said,
Yes.
I don't think the Knicks make a move. I think their move
At
is
all?
Nothing.
nah, and that's why I like the front office because they drafted well, and that's why Knicks fans are so frustrated. They're like, yo, just play the guys you drafted. Like, just play the guys you drafted. Like, we like Quickly, we like Toppin, we like Grimes, we like Barrett, we like all these guys. The guys who signed in the offseason, we don't like. Like, these guys just got here. Like, why are we still pushing, like, our guys that we've drafted to the side that we fell in love with that draft night that have shown that they can actually play in favor of these veterans who are a little bit, like, long in the tooth, a little bit past their prime. I love nobody wanted it to work more for me and Kemba than me right here. It ain't working. You got to sit him. Derrick Rose is hurt. I'm sure when he's back, he'll make a difference. But like Kemba, it was a good run, my G. Right. You're not a starting point guard no more. You're not. You can be.
Kemba's the old
He's a
nigga in the
great.
club?
He's a great.
I'm not trying to be. I'm sorry.
I love guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to say it like that because it's like
I can say that. I don't want him to say it. I can say it.
I love
This is
Kemba,
not coming
man.
from Kaz.
Like, don't
Kemba
do
is the
that.
old nigga.
Don't do that, yo. Just because I don't want Kevin to play, don't mean
Two-stepping?
he's the old nigga in the club.
Not coming
Yo,
to
my nigga,
two-stepping in the
sit down,
club.
bro. We don't want to hear this shit.
Yo, I don't mind seeing Kemba go and bust second unit point guards. Ass. Bring him up the bench. He's already a great locker room guy. He already showed you, like, yo, if you bench me, it's cool. I'll come back, but whatever. But it's like, damn, bro.
When Kemba,
It's like you playing this song
when
again, my
Kemba is
nigga?
suited up and he ready to go play, dude,
And the worst part about it,
Oh, here come this nigga.
here you go.
we're not slandering Kemba today,
We're not.
all right?
We say it.
I'm
we
just
know you
asking
can't
if
say it.
Knicks fans, if y'all get a little like,
No, we love Kemba, yo. We love Kemba. I love Kemba. What? Delusional?
Look, he about to get upset. Look.
Who you guys got in the East then?
the high pitcher.
Who you
The
got?
high, yo, anytime someone says something in high pitch, they're pissed off.
Like, why? Where did it even come from?
If your girl, if you ask your girl, yo, what's wrong? Nothing good. No, I'm good.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
That's me good.
She's pissed.
It is a pretty.
That high pitch.
It's a pretty exhausting season. I'm not gonna hold you. It's an exhausting.
And I feel for you.
look stressed, Kaz.
Yo, nigga.
No, I'm not that stressed because, like, here's the thing. I've been around like some bad Knicks years, where it's like, no. I'm being real. I've always said, like, I just said a few minutes ago. I'm like, they draft well. They have fun young players. Like Randall's taking a little bit of regression, but like people can say like no Derrick Rose there has like made him dribble the ball and handle the ball a lot more than he's used to, and he hasn't played as well. So I can say that. But it's like I've been around Knicks teams where it's like the starting lineup sucks. Yeah. They didn't draft well. Yeah. They traded away their draft pick for some old dude that's taking up a bunch of money, and they're gonna stink for the next 4 or 5 years. I still think the Knicks got a bright future. Last year might have been a little bit of it's like I want to say aberration.
It could happen.
Like here's how the team looks if literally everything breaks right for you.
If every piece is moving the right way.
The Knicks got every good break last year. There was no crowd. There was new guys. It's a pandemic. We got Derrick Rose. You got a bunch of veterans.
So there's a lot of asterisk marks. There's a lot of asterisk marks.
I mean asterisks, but it's like you have a lot of guys who had a lot to prove. Julius had a lot to prove last year. Yeah. A lot of people were just playing with no. I'm not saying they have an ego now, but it's like there was balls to the wall. It was different last year. This year, it's like there's expectations. That's the bad part about the NBA.
I see a little chip on Julius's shoulder.
Of course, he doesn't.
I see a little.
He's not playing with a lot of joy, man. Like he's playing
I told you
he's
last
mad
week,
at the
I'm like,
world.
this nigga looks mad and miserable.
He plays mad at the world. Like he plays like angry, which is he played angry last year too. But it's
this nigga's playing like he don't want to be there.
I don't know if it's not. I think
I
think he wants to be. I think he wants it to work in New York.
I think he wants to be better.
I just think
everyone wants to be.
He's
better.
just not playing well. He's
not like a guy that can lead you to a championship.
I mean, I don't think anybody ever said that, but I think he's definitely like. I might be alone in this one, but I'm not one of those people.
Stop.
No, I'm not one of those people that think trading Julius just magically solves everything. Like I think he's part of the problem.
Well, it depends on what
part of the solution, not part of the problem.
It depends what piece you bring in for.
That's what I'm saying. Like you already got signed to an extension.
What about Zion?
He's a good player. I still haven't seen Zion in
we saw
a year.
one game of him.
And last time I saw him, he was out of shape and with a bad wheel. Like
Eating mad fucking crawfish.
I'd see it.
Hey, what's wrong with crawfish?
love me some crawfish.
I love me some crawfish.
He's big as he's a guy who's
out of shape. Because they do all his food.
Eating
That
mad
nigga's out of
fucking
shape.
crawfish.
He's out of shape, bro. Like that's
That's what you was doing down there?
He's a
seafood
guy.
adds pounds to your fucking body.
Zion is a guy whose game relies heavily on his athleticism, and if he's not athletic,
Because of the crawfish.
Because of the crawfish.
I don't know. We talked.
And the gumbo.
Anyway, the trade deadline will be long and gone, done by the time I'm.
Knicks, y'all are stressing my boy out, man.
This nigga been
he got
stressed out.
braids. He don't know how to act. Look at him. He ain't talk.
Is that a fade and a braid?
Not the double fade in the braid.
Yeah, my fade actually starts on my side. It's not like yours that starts back here.
Yo, y'all got my guy stressed out.
Okay, look.
No,
When the season started, Kaz was so excited. Look at him now.
Yo, the season started.
He was
3-0.
popping his
Bing
shit.
Bong. Yeah, now
Bing
look at him. Look at
Now
the
the
gray,
bing bong
look at
is
the
just
grays
kinda
growing
like-
in his beard. That nigga is going through
That
it.
man came in last week
That
like,
nigga's not
bing.
sleeping. He gotta raise a black woman. That nigga is just going through it. The Knicks ain't fucking doing right. His pants are tight. Like
Everything's
Jesus
stressing him
Christ.
out. everything.
Yeah.
I'm here to make you
Your
laugh. I'm
infatuation
here-
with my your
I'm here to
infatuation with
make
my
you
groin
laugh.
area is
You
wild.
Nigga,
All
your
the
infatuation
soft
with my
spots.
hair is crazy too.
My hair, your hair. I love my hair. I ain't said nothing about your receding
I-
hairline
I-
until you
I-
started
I-
talking.
I forgot
Listen.
That
to
receding
send
ass
you guys
fade,
this
you
meme
guys.
I
Shut
saw
up.
where it
Hey,
was like,
brother, it's
why
falling.
bald motherfuckers always got beards when their hair grow upside down?
Because we take all the hair off our head and put it right on our chin.
Hey,
That's what we
man.
do.
That shit funny as fuck.
Because God is a comedian. That is why. That is why.
No, I noticed the bearded chick eat on.
Because
Hey,
bald-headed
yo.
men have.
You missed out.
Wait, what? Wait, what did he say? No, run that back.
I was like,
Yo, she didn't even catch that.
yo.
You caught it.
He was like, yeah, I see the beard you're growing. I was like, yo, what? Oh, my gosh. All right.
That's a live snap session with us.
Moving on. There's one thing I wanted to discuss before we wrapped up today. It's probably the biggest news in podcasting.
What?
Joe Rogan, the number, depending on who you talk to, well, not even depending on who you talk to, the number one podcaster on the planet, Joe Rogan, came under fire recently.
Why are you sounding like you confused? Like, you know.
Cause I'm trying to get my thoughts together. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm thinking like, nigga, you know what he did and said. He's like,
Because I'm trying to, so in a podcast, right? You usually explain to the audience what we're gonna
They
talk
know what
about.
happened.
they know what
They
happened.
know what
They know what
happened.
We
happened.
set the table. And
Get
then
to
we
it.
got
Let's
it.
go.
That
Joe
man
Rogan-
said nigga a lot.
He said nigga a lot.
They removed
Did he
110
say it?
episodes.
Did he say it every episode?
110 of them.
Damn.
Yes.
110 episodes.
So
What do you think?
I have thoughts.
Can I ask what the whole context thing was about? Because a lot of people came to his defense like, well, you got to use context. You got to play the rest
There's
of the
no
clip.
context in this.
No,
in this situation.
I'm just saying what I was reading. People
Here's-
saying like there's context behind it.
Here's the first off. There's of course there can always be context to everything. Still doesn't make it right for people to use that word. And I think in Joe Rogan's apology, he
Which
made it
wasn't an apology, but go ahead.
in Joe Rogan's statement.
There you go.
Damn, they ain't got fed my
I'm a
thought. In Joe Rogan's statement, he made it clear that I don't use that word anymore, and it looks bad, and like all that. So it's like he's already acknowledging, like, yeah, this is bad. I shouldn't have done this. I wish I could've
110
got
times
whatever
on
right?
on camera.
But the one thing, the common thread I've seen with people who defend Rogan, and again, I'd like to preface this by saying, like, I'm very pro comedian. I'm very pro say what you feel. I'm not a big, we should cancel this. Like, I've just never been that guy. But what I will say is I find it not odd, but it was very telling, the people who did come to his defense, because you got to remember, Joe Rogan took a lot of people, he made a lot of people rich, right? He makes a lot of people, he puts, his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, is, probably one of the most successful, like, forms of media in the history of American pop culture, right? Like, it's up.
The Johnny Carson show.
It's up there with like the Johnny Carson show and like the Tonight Show, and like you've made it when you've gotten to that podcast. So I understand why so many people came to his defense, because I feel like, when I was doing Flagrant 2, when I was doing like other podcasts, like the underlying sort of, feeling behind the show was that, like, we're living in a time where, like, you can't just say anything, and, like, there's no context, and, like, we got to be able to, feel free to say what you want. Mm-hmm. But I think people forget that saying what you feel doesn't mean it doesn't come with consequences. And another thing that I think people need to realize is the folks that are defending Rogan are very much on some, it's just a word, and if we can't say it,
I was about to ask, was that his point, kind of?
I think
like trying to make the word lesser
way
than what it is.
Yeah. So here's
head?
the thing: if you listen to Rogan and listen to like a lot of the stuff he does, he's always challenging the norms. It's always about like, what can I say or what can I do that is challenging conventional thought? And I think a lot of that conventional thought comes from this word that he doesn't understand why, certain. Well, when he was first saying it, why black people could say it, and it doesn't matter in what context, who does this, blah blah blah. Even if I'm quoting somebody, even if I'm doing this, white people can't say this. The biggest reason. Listen to me and listen to me closely, white people. The biggest reason white people do not have a white version of the N-word is because the N-word is solely used to empower one group and bring down another group. That group of people have exclusively held power in a country that had nothing to do with the success or the upbringing of black people, right? When it comes to calling somebody the N-word, that is a position of power that black people have never experienced, or any minority group has ever experienced in this country, which is why you can call somebody a spick and it's not going to have the same effect. You can call somebody, I didn't even mean to say that word, but all these other words that you can say. I'm not saying you can say them. They're still horrible words. They're still terrible words to say, but they obviously don't have the same effect as the N-word for that specific reason. In America, that word was specifically and exclusively used by a group of people that have always held the power dynamic over another group of people, not metaphysically, not metaphorically or whatever, like slave owner to slave. In this country, that's what was used. Right. There is no equal on the other side. Right. There was never a time where I can call somebody a cracker because and the government was supporting my power over you as a human being, as an actual person. So all these years later, the reason why that word still is not a good word for a lot of people to say is because of that. It doesn't give there's the reason why the Rogan thing bothered me a little bit is because I don't think Joe Rogan's racist. But I think what he did. So you think he's racist?
Finish your thought, and because I have a lot to say.
So I don't think he's racist. I think what he did was trying to get entertainment out of racism. I think he tried to weaponize his racism with his incredibly large crowd. And even if that wasn't what he meant to do, his audience and the people that he has the power to make
influence
and influence could take it that way. And I think already that's too wrong. That's too much of a risk for somebody to take. And he knows it. He knew that what he did was messed up. But that's the Rogan experience. His thing has always been challenging convention and being like, oh, what can I do? Like, oh, people are saying you can't do this for COVID. Oh, I'm gonna try this for COVID. Oh, people saying I can't do. Oh, I'm gonna try that. Like, oh, we can't have a Proud Boy on the news. I'm gonna have him on my show. Oh, we can't have a Black Panther on this. He takes extremes as guests. Yes, there's comedians. Yes, there's athletes. Yes, there's people that are extremely influential and powerful. The presidential candidates. Everybody's been on the Rogan show, but there's also people that challenge ways of thought and challenge ways of convention. And even if I don't think of him, and again, I'm not gonna say he's racist, and maybe he is. I don't know. I'm not gonna say he's racist, but what I am gonna say is that he used racism to empower himself. And that's all a racist really does. A racist does.
Say that again. Say that again.
Listen.
Say that again.
I'm not saying he's racist.
But say that again.
But he used racism and racist tropes to empower himself, and that's what a lot of racists do.
I
And
really
just
shouldn't have to
because
say anything
and
else
just
after
because
that
you hang
statement
out
for
with a lot
everything.
of this because listen, a lot of people believe that racism has to be very on the nose and very your N-word and here's a noose and here I'm taking your house and all that type of and you can't get this loan. Like that racism is very on the nose. It's the nuanced racism. It's the nuances that I think we've really lost as a culture when it comes to social media, when it comes to conversations, when it comes to any sort of media. We've lost so many nuances when it comes to these conversations that people think we can have a 70 episode, 110 episodes of saying this word, and I can use the fact that we've lost all nuance to say, you know what?
I was
this
gonna
isn't what I
ask, why is
meant.
this coming up now?
That's another thing.
During Black History Month, on top of it all,
That's
like,
another thing.
why is it
So,
just coming out now?
If you talk to anybody who's been around him or has been, a supporter of his, they believe this is a concentrated attack because Rogan has challenged COVID thoughts and challenged, vaccination thoughts. And, they try to get him on the vax stuff and try to get him on the Temerca, whatever it's called, whatever. They've been trying to get him out of here for a while. And, Spotify gives them a ton of money. I'm sure Spotify ain't trying to lose any bread because they know the type of audience Rogan brings in. But the fact is that influence is powerful and that influence is dangerous. And even though you may not consider yourself a racist, you just may have inadvertently empowered hundreds of millions of other borderline racists.
Which is what Trump
to be
did.
like,
Which is what Trump did. Him and Trump are of the same cloth.
If you exhibit racist behavior, are you a racist?
I think you've exhibited racist behavior.
Yeah, I mean, I would say.
I think that's hard. I think that's good enough. Like I don't have to be like, oh, you're a racist. I can just be like, that was racist. And I'll fuck with you because
that's enough for me.
That's enough.
That's enough.
It
One
doesn't have to be
slight
like,
racist thing. I'm like,
all right, so I think
it's in you.
we give people so much, not clarity. We give them so much grace, like, oh, well, he was trying to be funny. Oh, he was trying to toe the line. Oh, he was trying to push the envelope. Oh, he was trying to challenge. This is not that. Like, he knew what that word meant. He knew what that word did, and he knows what that word means. Mm-hmm. This is a 52-year-old man we're talking about. We're not talking about a 16-year-old. We're not talking about a 25. We're talking about a 52-year-old man. White man who uses his privilege to his advantage, who says things that's unconventional, to Kaz's point. I understand that. But he didn't apologize for nothing else he said on that show. He hasn't apologized or addressed.
Like the Planet of the Apes shit was what I was just
but yeah.
That's you trying to use racism to be, if you're saying
but my point is, everything he's done on that show, he's not made a statement or apologized for. This word, this controversy, you're wrong. That I'm not a racist. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You're wrong. And you used it to try to gain accolades. You use it to try to gain viewership. You use it to try to expand the conversation. There is no conversation. You don't say that word. And you don't use it in any context.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care what
like
context you
no.
think you could. No.
Like, let me tell you, white folks, like there's
not.
so many other words.
So many other words you could say.
It's just like a slap in the face.
Because it's like when you get
why?
caught, then you're like, oh, I'm gonna do better. My nigga, you're 52. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna try to, teach this. I want to make this a teachable moment. What do you teach? We all know that's a word you do not say. And there are reasons why, which all y'all know, why that word means something to us or how it affects us. So for you to play with that in our face on a huge platform in front of millions of people and they're like, oh, I didn't know. And I was just trying to make light and I was just trying to understand and I'll do better. You're 52.
But that also triggers.
You are 52 years old, bro. It don't get no better than that.
I was gonna say that triggers other, like what Cass said, like other people to, because someone could be like, did
Bro,
you
that's
hear
it.
this episode?
That's it.
So how with those blacks? Like,
No, it's like,
that's
did
not
you
what
hear
I was
the
trying to say
episode?
at all.
Hell with them niggas. Like, no. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's not
Or maybe they're just repeating what he was saying and then just loosely start using it. You're like, ah.
Yeah, it's like the
It's
culture.
just a word, my nigga. My nigga, it's not just a word.
Listen, the cult of personality is very strong, especially this day and age where, people are very easily
Look at
manipulated
January
and
6th.
influenced. January 6th.
January 6th.
January 6th?
Look at
this
January
week,
6th.
This week, major news publications published that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris was giving out crack pipes?
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
I saw that.
That wasn't true. Like that was the furthest thing from the truth. But it got picked up by so many news sites. So anytime I'm thinking, there's no way that many dumb people out there. It's like, no. You're underestimating how many dumb people are out there.
Crack pipes.
Like,
We gotta be the smartest dumb country in the world.
No. Ebro said it best. He said America is a third world country.
Yes, with a Gucci belt.
I was like,
that shit was fair. I'm like, damn, like, if we're gonna sum up America, that's literally how to say it.
That's
literally
it.
how to say
Like,
it.
we're about to go into World War III soon. Russia and China linking up, like getting these Ukraine sanctions happening. Like,
Not the Gucci belt though.
we are like,
Yeah, we down bad.
we are down as a country. we are down,
niggas.
bad.
We are down.
Yo.
But I mean, it is what it is. Like, I get it. Everything you said about Joe Rogan and how he toes the line and how he pushes the envelope and how he wants to cause conversation and, push back on everything conventional. I understand.
I can't say I listen to Rogan all the time.
I'm not saying I do either.
But I'll never. I mean, it's just in my nature. Like, I've never been somebody to police somebody's thoughts or what somebody says.
I'm just. I
Like,
think
just
I'm very.
know that consequences come with that,
Right.
And know that, like, yo, even if you're saying you're not a racist person or whatever, I could do nothing but try and take you at your word for it. But what you did was enable millions of other racists,
Right.
And that may be worse than just being a racist.
But and not to harp on it too much, and we can close out after this. But the fact that all of the things that he said on on his show, on his podcast, for God knows how long he's been there on that platform or even had that, this is the one thing he's addressed. Nothing else from the
No,
COVID.
because he
to
knew
the-
what that
that's
shit
my-
was gonna
and
bring.
That's my point.
See,
So for
to
him to
me-
say, "Oh, I'm 52 years old, but I'm gonna do better." Nothing else you had no remorse on. Nothing else you were like, "Damn, I should have thought twice about that. I shouldn't have said that. That I was kind of out of bad taste." This and the third. This is the one thing you knew. This is the one thing you knew you shouldn't have even went there.
And
And you could have still been living in your
110
own world
times.
and have your 100 million, from Spotify, and God knows how many subscribers you got. Boom, you stay over there. There's enough room in this country for everybody to exist, express, and execute. There's
Now-
enough room for everybody to do whatever they want to do.
I have a question for y'all. When people say like racist shit, whatever, do you fuck the canceling? But it's like what Kaz said, like you can't police that, right? Do you just stop fucking with that person, or do you feel the need to check that person?
Who is that person in my proximity?
Let's just say we're in a room right now. Let's just say, sorry, Jake. Let's just say Jake said some racist shit. Do you check Jake, or do you just be like, I see how you roll, and that's it. Stop fucking with Jake.
If that's someone that's in my proximity a lot, if that's someone that I usually fuck with, that's in casual conversation, or we hang out, or we know each other, and if Jake says some fucked up shit, I'm like, hold on. I might not do it on mic or on camera. I might pull him aside, yo, listen, like this is why I don't fuck with what you just said. And this is why I'm pulling you to the side, because I have respect for you. And in any other situation, somebody could have just cold knocked you out.
Yeah.
So be mindful. I'm not gonna be with you 24/7.
Yeah.
Just be mindful of what you're saying and who you're saying it in front of.
I feel like black people in general don't need to continue to be like America's like moral compass. Like, it's enough for us to stop being like, hey, let's make this a teachable moment. Hey, let me use this opportunity to learn my brother and how this is.
This Rogan shit is not teachable. You
We
fucked
don't-
up. You were whack for it. You're corny for it. And then you try to you knew what you was doing. We don't have to teach you why this
You
word
did
is
it
what you did it
how many
110 times.
Yeah.
This is not
I
a
mean,
teachable moment. We
you
just
know
don't
what?
fuck with you.
You know what it is? Like, I probably think that, there were so many comedians that came to his defense. It's like, well, a comedian's job is to challenge this, is that, and do that.
There's so many white
I'm
comedians.
like, you know what
that,
else a comedian's job is to do? Be fucking funny.
Yeah.
And if you're not funny, it don't matter.
That's your first
That's
job.
rule
as a
number
comedian.
That's your only job.
That's your only. Nigga,
rule
don't
number
make
one.
me
You
laugh.
don't gotta teach me. You don't gotta inform me. Whatever your
and
whatever your
Lo.
stick is, if you're funny,
I
your
demand
message is
laughs,
gonna get
damn it.
through. It's
Me
gonna
and
get
Lo
through.
got into a huge argument several years ago.
How do you feel about that argument now?
I still feel
You
the same way.
Okay.
I still feel the same way. I feel like rule number one as a comedian, if it ain't funny,
You're not a comedian.
I don't give a fuck who would offend.
And that shit was
whatever.
not funny
Like if you're
to
just offending people for the sake of offending people, I always we've spoken about this on the other podcasts. I was like, there was a Louis C.K. joke that I thought was hilarious.
I remember this. Too.
What was the joke?
Where he used the N-word.
Since we're gonna be here, let's sit in
Where
it.
he
Go
used
ahead.
the
What was
N-word.
the joke?
This was
What was
on
the
the
joke?
Rory pod,
I'm
right?
not gonna. Obviously, it's one of those jokes where like I'm gonna recite it and it's not gonna hit the same.
I know,
Whatever.
yeah, obviously.
But it was in so many words where he thought. I think that the premise was the most offensive word in the English language is the N-word, and he was like, no, not nigger, the N-word. Because the N-word is making you make me think of it because you don't want to say it, and it was a whole back and forth or whatever.
He probably got that from
It just
Nagger.
was. It
Yeah,
just
exactly.
wasn't.
It was in the same. It was in the same vein.
he got that from
As like
Nagger.
naggers,
It
right?
just
on South Park.
wasn't
South Park.
funny.
Sidebar. Did you see South Park last night?
No. I only saw the pajama one.
Classic.
I'll watch it.
Classic. You have to
I
see
only saw the
it.
pajama
It's
one.
about token. That's all you got to say.
Which also is racist in itself. The token black
You
guy.
Wait, that's so funny.
His name is
here's
Token.
today's say less. Here's today's say less homework. We will watch South Park and we will break it down.
And you have to
Low.
watch
I'm
Murderville.
It's one of those episodes.
Sorry, I'm not
All
watching
right,
it.
whatever, stubborn man. South Park. When we come back, yo. You know,
I'm gonna watch it.
I've watched every South Park
Me
episode with you.
too. Numerous times.
Top 5.
I'm gonna watch
Top
it.
5.
It's about. I mean, it's
Top
about token. It has to be.
5,
I'm
yo.
watching it.
I was on like it was 2 a.m. I was late.
Were you high?
No.
Oh, I mean,
I was in tears.
I'm gonna watch it when I get home.
Me too.
Tears.
probably on
Do
demand,
yourself
right?
a favor. It's called The Big Fix. Watch it. I don't I don't come here saying like you know how much I love South Park. I'm
I
not
love
just gonna
South
say
Park.
it's a top 5 episode just for the sake
That's
of
a
it.
huge statement.
It's a top 5 South
gonna watch it
Park
when I get home.
episode. Yo.
Me too.
You know what else you have to watch? Murderville.
Murderville. Your boy's in it.
Why you think I'm watching it?
Marshawn Lynch killed it.
Only reason I'm watching
Yo,
it.
brilliant premise, by the way. Have you
Yeah,
seen
no,
it?
no. I haven't.
I only watched
I
2
haven't tapped in
episodes.
yet.
I watched enough to see Marshawn.
It is.
Nah, that's a brilliant premise.
Murderville is the best show for relationships ever, yo.
What?
Ever.
The best show for
Best
relationships.
show.
Why?
This is what I'm gonna tell you.
Detective Begovich.
You know why?
Why? Yeah, I want to hear this
Because
comparison.
all women in relationships
Love
love
Marshawn.
murder shows.
Oh.
Love murder shows.
Informative
They
murder.
That's
fucking
true, we do.
love
Single
murder
women,
shows.
too?
Single that's what I said,
Women
all
in
women.
general.
Okay, all women in general. I don't know what it is. It's reality shows.
We try to find out how they
murder
get caught.
shows. Murder shows for some reason.
Damn, I'm trying to think.
I'm not the biggest fan of murder shows,
I
like
love
murder
murder
docs,
shows.
but like
Love
it's like it's a murder doc mixed with Law and Order SVU mixed with Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I just like that. That's also that's great.
Yeah.
I like political shows because it's like this shit. Y'all got this from somewhere.
Yeah.
Y'all are writing this based off of something that happened.
Man, loosely based.
It's
That's
loose,
how they
like-
get that disclaimer.
Yeah, that's why I
so
always
somebody
love-
can't be like, "That's my story."
Yeah, I'm like, nah, nigga, this shit happened. We just didn't
Kinda
know about
was.
it.
So talk to me about Murderville, Rosie.
I'm
what was
only
it
on the
about?
second episode.
Okay, but you saw the first one with Conan O'Brien.
Yes.
Hilarious.
I did see that. And then I saw the second one with Marshawn Lynch, which is when they introduce him. I don't think he goes anywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. They go somewhere. They go to the. They see when
No,
they
I'm
go
saying
to
I
the
don't
morgue.
think think he leaves the show. I think they introduce him and he stays because they introduced him as his partner.
Oh no! Every so see that's the thing. Every episode is a different celebrity.
See, okay.
So like,
Damn.
so it's Conan O'Brien, Marshawn Lynch, Ken Jeong, Kumail from
Yeah.
Eternals.
Yeah.
And his partner that died was like Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer
Okay, all right.
The
I
partner.
didn't
It's in
fucking
the
watch
first
it, bro.
5 minutes.
All right, I didn't fucking watch it.
It's in the first 5
So
minutes. He's like,
it's-
"This is my
it's-
partner."
Nigga, y'all like Twitter after the fucking episode of Star, like Power. Yo, shut the fuck up. Let me watch this shit
I don't watch
first.
Power.
Well, it's a 30-minute show. It's basically like, there's.
I
a
know
guy
what it's
who's a
about. I'm
detective.
just saying, don't stop dropping gems.
And the celebrity who comes in as the new partner
I know the premise, bro.
has no script. So it's up to you and the celebrity to kind of crack the code, or whoever you're watching it with.
And it's
That's
funny
the fun
because
part of
Marshawn's
it. Like, you're trying
hilarious.
I know.
Hilarious.
Just let me watch it.
Okay,
I know.
Murderville and New South Park. That's your assignment.
I'm not watching South Park. Like
Come
y'all got that.
on.
You can watch
bro.
this one episode.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. It's about the only black guy on the show.
Stubborn Low at it
Only-
again.
only-
Like,
black
bro,
kid on
y'all
the show.
niggas know I don't watch that shit. We've been talking about South Park for a long
Token.
time.
Do it for token,
I'm
bro.
telling you.
Don't think I don't.
South
Black
Park
History
humor in that
Month.
shit,
Do it
bro.
for token.
All right,
So,
I'll
okay,
leave it.
all right.
Do it for
I will leave it.
token.
I will leave it like this. I'll leave it like this as a
Do it for
teaser.
token.
as a
Nigga,
teaser.
don't throw Black History Month in my face.
Because I think that's
But
the
that's the
only
thing, like,
reason
yo,
they
like,
made this
it's
episode.
in Black History Month. Token's name isn't Token, which is
Oh,
it's gonna blow your mind when you watch. It's so fun. It's so genius. I'm just like, and then they break the fourth wall. They're like, anybody who thought a parent would name their kid Token is a racist. It was, yo, I was crying.
I thought the kids named him Token.
Crying. Like Matt Parker, Trey, whatever their name is, Matt and Trey, geniuses.
Also
Geniuses.
racist. No, I'm kidding.
Also racist just a little bit, but just racist enough. But the genius of it is
They
like
spare no one.
They retconned all the racist shit that they've ever done on the show in one episode.
Really?
That's how good it is.
I'm gonna.
They retconned
To
every
me,
racist.
that
It
sounds
was
good.
it was it was like a 25-year-old joke. That's what Token is. It's like they paid it off it took 25 years to pay off that joke. That's how genius it is.
Oh, now I'm
That
excited
actually
to go
sounds
home.
kind of fire.
You gotta watch. That's what
That
I'm like,
actually sounds
yo.
kinda
I'm like,
fun.
yo,
I'm
watch
excited
it,
to
yo.
go.
It's mad fucking funny.
That's like Martin having like 5 episodes and then like that last episode.
and on the last
just bringing
episode, it's like,
everything
wait a
full
minute.
circle. Like that's what you meant?
You're like, this whole time?
This whole time, this is what you meant?
This whole time?
Yo,
That actually sounds kinda fire, yeah.
I was like 5-star classic. I'm like, this is the best. This is the top 5 episode ever.
Stop
Already.
gassing it, because now I'm not gonna lie.
All right, okay, all right.
Sometimes
I'm
when
not
people
gassing.
gas
No,
it
you
too
know
much,
what? No,
you might get there and you be like,
nah, you know Kaz be gassing shit.
I'm not gassing it. I'm
Casby gassing
maybe
shit.
gassed it a little bit.
Kaz be gassing shit.
Only because like
But no, but see, all right, here's the thing. He gassed it enough for me. And I'm like, damn.
black episodes of South Park always hit. Like when they have
I'm like, yo, should I watch
when they have
this shit?
specific episodes like
Yeah.
geared towards black people.
yeah.
It's
No, my
always
favorite was
like-
the little
like-
person episode.
With the
little-
wait, we watched that together. We watched that.
We
together.
watched the little person episode with the bully. Like,
Cartman
words,
is an
I like bullets.
That's the.
Cartman laughed every time the little person came on the
Oh,
screen.
That's also the N-word episode. So.
I
Oh,
guarantee
well,
you.
here we are.
Full circle.
Anyway,
Right? Full circle, right?
wow, we didn't even talk about Valentine's Day. It's the day after.
What is
the
there to
Super
talk
Bowl.
about?
It's the day after the Super Bowl. Damn, should we talk
All right,
about
what is it? What is there to talk about? Go ahead, say it. What you want to talk about?
Hey, listen.
Well, you're married.
Yeah, you're married, so.
Hey,
Doesn't-
brother.
what's Valentine's to you now?
Yeah, what is that? It's
Oh.
another
some
another day
flowers.
you loving your wife.
Oh, the pressure is on even more. Are you
Really?
kidding me?
Really?
Oh, you think you're just off the hook?
No, I'm not.
You think
No.
it's just
No.
You think
I
it's just
feel like the
smooth sailing
expectations are
out?
like,
No. We're not saying that.
Expectations
No.
are only raised.
We're
now.
not. We're
Yeah, I
not
feel like
saying
maybe-
that.
yeah.
We're saying the pressure is not as high.
well, because you already know who your Valentine is.
You already know who your Valentine
The
is.
stakes.
You already know things you
The
can
stakes
do.
are-
Stakes aren't as high. Oh, so the stakes
The
are high.
pressure, the pressure on who your Valentine is, probably non-existent. The pressure to
On what to do.
deliver on Valentine's Day. So
So what do you have planned?
Yeah, so what do you have planned?
Oh yeah.
This thing ain't gonna, yo,
Here's my Valentine's Day plan. No, I'm not gonna tell you guys yet.
yo, this thing.
Why?
All he gonna do.
I don't know what I'm doing.
buy
No, I'm just kidding.
That's what it is.
Oh,
That's
yo,
what it
bro.
is.
All he gonna do is buy a fifth of weed, take her out to
fair.
dinner.
He's gonna get
You
a
think I go through a
babysitter.
fifth of weed?
I don't know the numbers. I just
He's
heard
gonna get
somebody
a
say that. I
babysitter.
thought it was cool.
A fourth.
He's gonna get a babysitter. He might take her out to a little dinner or something, right?
You know,
Tell her
he's
to get dressed
yo,
up.
Yo, he's.
Oh, a
Gotta
little
eat.
dinner.
You know we gonna eat.
Yeah, I know y'all
You know
gonna
what I mean?
eat.
You know we gonna eat.
So all right, you want to take her out to dinner? Maybe like a helicopter ride.
It's too cold.
It's Valentine's Day.
Nigga, it's
bro.
50 degrees outside. Who
It's
cook-
our- it's our
who
first-
cooking today?
It's our first Valentine's Day as parents. You feel me?
Oh, this
So
sounds boring
you're
as
not.
fuck.
So you're not getting a
This
babysitter.
sounds boring as fuck, bro.
Hold on,
It's-
wait. So you're not getting a
I
babysitter?
don't think it's boring at all. I love my
No,
marriage.
bro.
Are you getting a
that- no.
babysitter or no?
Am I getting a babysitter? No, I don't think she's babysitter
Exactly.
ready
See,
yet.
yeah, they're gonna be in the house.
She's gonna babysit
Might
ready
well be
yet.
So
off.
they're not going
They're
anywhere.
not going nowhere.
Okay.
But it's a family thing. It's
See, look,
beautiful.
look.
I got 2 Valentines now.
All right, man. Yo, this has been another episode of Say Less with Kaz Niggas, I ain't got to, man. Like, all right, Ruby, we love you. I'm coming to see
Sorry
you
for being
soon.
happy, Negroes. I didn't know that was such
Bro,
a
your happiness looks very good on you.
Thank you. Appreciate
Looks
it.
very, very nice. I'm
Like
very,
the
very.
salmon?
Huh?
Is the salmon? Is
The
Nah,
salmon?
He had to get to
Salmon.
salmon.
the salmon.
Wow.
Salmon.
I'm
Salmon.
I know how to pronounce it.
Salmon.
No, but yeah, shout out to all the lovers. You know, hope
Don't
you guys
fuck up Valentine's
do
Day,
steal.
y'all.
Don't fuck it up.
It's gonna be a rough hit.
Or
I
fuck
can
it up,
never
fuck
fuck
it.
up Valentine's Day because my birthday is exactly a week after. So it's always been. I've always had to come correct.
What are you doing for your birthday?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm
wants-
35.
he
I'm
wants-
about to be
he wants
35,
to
bro.
come
I
over
know.
again.
You know what I'm gonna do for my birthday?
You guys coming over? We gotta say no. We got plans.
I can't really travel for my birthday.
We're busy.
I'm coming over here for your birthday, buddy.
busy.
I'll be there.
I'm busy.
What do you want for your birthday? Tell me. What you want?
I don't. There's nothing out
For
there
you
I
to
want.
watch South Park with him.
There's nothing out there I want. Everything I want out of life is like career oriented. I don't have. There's not a
So
single.
fucking gay, bro. What do you want? I want to buy you something.
I don't-
You're my best friend.
I mean,
What do you want, bro?
there's nothing.
Stop with the gay.
Everything I got so difficult.
There's nothing.
Life is
there's-
beautiful. I have
something you
everything I
want.
want.
There's nothing.
You bought me a Jordan hookah
I did.
for Christmas.
I did.
And I even had to ask for it.
Yeah, because I care
What do
about
you want? Exactly, because I care about you. What do you want? Come on, tell me, black man. What you want? Tell me right now on air. What you want?
For you to come to my house for the Super Bowl. Just kidding. No, I don't care
wish
for
list.
material things as much anymore. Like,
Make him watch South Park.
yeah, come on, watch the Big Fix on South Park.
I love you.
It's 30 minutes.
I'm not doing that. Give me your price. I got you.
Rub my feet. You asked. You asked.
Let's get a close.
Like I don't feel like
No. You asked. Oh, best friend. Ooh, you're so dissed. Why can't you just tell me what you want?
Not rub his feet.
No, I feel like
bro.
I feel like we're not that close.
No,
Yo.
you asked, didn't you? These are first socks too.
all right, so I'll get
First wear these socks too. Not none of
Oh
the
my
that's not first wear because I
God.
see a lot of
These are
brown on the
first wear.
bottom.
Brown.
First wear.
Yeah,
That's
nigga,
not
that's
first
not
wear.
first wear.
Oh, maybe it's the sneakers. I'm just crazy.
I'll get you a foot massage.
Come on.
Not
Oh
by
my
me.
God.
Come on. Just touch him.
And he always
touch
goes
him.
so far past
Just touch
the
him.
line.
Just
I'm
touch
not.
him.
No.
Why are you pointing your toe?
Because like now, like, it's gonna be a
ballerina
fucking
on, you
meme.
know?
Like now it's gonna be a picture.
Not doing a
and-
grand plie.
No, like he always feels.
Y'all
so
never done a
comfortable.
grand plie before?
No, I don't even know what
Yo.
the fuck that is.
This is a grand
He
plie.
said, rub my feet.
Let me show you what
He
a grand
always
plie.
feels so comfortable going overboard.
A grand plie is when like you have a full turnout and then like you
A full turnout.
full turnout. Yeah.
Who's
see,
turning you
boom,
out?
Here you go. See.
Where did you get those pants from?
Shout out Godspeed.
Big and
Big and
tall.
tall? Yeah.
Boom. Okay. Grand plie is when see that full turnout right here.
Why are you walking like a crip?
Because this isn't a full turnout, but it's a pretty decent turnout right
Kaz,
here.
were you practicing this at
Yeah.
home?
Did you do this like when you were at home?
Ooh, when you
You got.
one of these.
That's how you squat on the
One
toilet.
of these.
Your feet are moving though.
Yeah. Did Jazz teach you this? Who taught you this?
Swimming purses, bro.
All right,
Second
guys.
best dance conservatory in the country. I learned a lot about dance and ballet.
Yeah. All right.
Genius. Not to save the last dance. Anyway, this has been another episode of Say Less with Kaz, Lowkey and Rosy. Low,
Yeah. What's up?
good?
Yeah, I'm straight, man.
Rosie, you good?
I'm good.
I really have to pee.
Me too.
Sorry, I've been
You was
holding it
doing
for
that
like
Grand Poulier.
30 minutes.
Rosie, I love you. Kaz, man, glad to have you back. Jake,
Yeah, bro.
you're not invited to the barbecue, but
There's no barbecue.
there's no barbecue.
Cookout.
There's no barbecue.
Or
There's no
cookout,
cookout. There's
or
none of
picnic,
that.
none of that.
Just be a cool white guy, and I promise you, you will have much more to earn out of life than a take-home plate for some blacks. Promise.
There's
you.
also restaurants for that. I
There's
mean,
also restaurants.
white people.
You know
Yo,
what?
you saw the Golden Corral shit where they have no more steak and niggas was fighting?
No, I didn't. Speaking of fun, we'll talk about that another day.
No.
Oh my God. I just showed him that.
I just saw that on the way.
Oh yeah. Yo, he a bozo for that. But anyway,
Y'all know how slippery those. All right, let's go.
he a bozo for that.
Like we always do at this time, enjoy the Super Bowl, enjoy Valentine's Day, stay free, stay
Yeah,
safe,
yeah.
and always
Say,
say less. See y'all next week, people. Peace out.